While COVID-19 cases are rising again, international students returning to the U.S. are finding it difficult to get vaccinated. Jenny Zhang came from China to study at Columbia University in New York. She got the Sinopharm vaccine this spring in Beijing. The vaccine has been approved by the World Health Organization, or WHO, and her school. Now, back in the U.S., Zhang is considering a Pfizer or Moderna booster.
I was a bit worried about my uh, vaccination because I did hear that, the Sinopharm one might not be as effective, especially against the Delta variant.
Before coming back to the States in May, Zhang spent 2 weeks quarantining in Dubai. Like China, the U.S. restricts incoming travelers.
I just stayed in the hotel for 2 weeks. It was not very enjoyable.
Yoonha Hun, a South Korean, came back to the U.S. early to get vaccinated and stay with her aunt in Northern Virginia. COVID-19 is on the rise in South Korea, and only 20% of the population is fully vaccinated. Hun attends Pratt Institute in New York, where students must either get vaccinated or quarantine for 2 weeks. Shots are available for students upon their return.
If they were requiring students to quarantine for 2 weeks, I feel like they should at least provide a space for them to quarantine, because a lot of international students don't have a place to stay in the States.
Syracuse University student Jessica Tran had trouble getting inoculated in her home country of Vietnam, where vaccinations didn't begin in earnest until July.
We have received vaccines from the UK and from China and from Japan, and unfortunately, those are not the vaccines that are currently used in the U.S.
Like many U.S. colleges and universities, Syracuse says it is working with international students on a case-by-case basis.
Vaccinations are readily available in Syracuse, and we do not anticipate that international students will experience any difficulty in obtaining the vaccine once they arrive. Students who get vaccinated upon arrival must wear a mask and participate in weekly COVID testing until 2 weeks after their final vaccine dose.
And so right now I'm not going into the city as much. I think back at school, if I know that everyone is vaxxed, then I'd be a lot more comfortable.
Most students will return to university between now and mid-September. Connor Smith for VOA News, Washington.